Hello there everyone and welcome back. I'm Elka. For the last 15 years I have been working as a transformational healer, spiritual midwife maybe we could also say. And all this as a result of a very, very long and deep dark night of the soul, which gave me the knowledge and tools to be able to today help others transform their wounds into medicine, and in so find a way back to themselves and to step into their own divine purpose. Many of my clients are old souls, because old souls usually have the most complex and difficult lives, as they have been here so many times already, and in so they have many karmic patterns they are trying to clear. But what is an old soul really? What are we talking about? And are you maybe an old soul? Have you ever felt that you don't really fit in this world of constant hurry, loudness, noise of all kinds, and this constantly increasing artificiality? I am not talking about the feeling of being born old, which I know many of you actually do. And neither am I talking about the sensation that we have already been here so many times, we have already done everything. So, even if all of this also is true, of course, an old soul, to me at least, is another kind of vibration. It is that something which no school can teach us. There is no development course or any kind of course that can give you this, because it is impossible to buy, completely impossible to buy. It is like you would be carrying a bag of memories that not necessarily belong to this life. Old souls are not recognizable from the outfit they wear or from the music they listen to, neither from their age. They are, at least to me, recognizable for something far more subtle. Something like the depth of their being, the depth of their presence. Usually old souls prefer loneliness to multitudes. That is almost always true. They also usually prefer deep conversations to small talk. As a matter of fact, I think most old souls hate small talk. We are allergic to small talk. We also prefer a really sincere smile. And our usually old souls are very generous with their smile. They seem to know when someone needs a smile. Sometimes we do not need words. We just need a smile. And in that, because a smile can say so many things. And usually also, they carry a very deep connection to nature and everything natural. They are usually these people who make the path. I mean, most old souls are from the beginning of their lives wanderers. They start to search for that something, which they usually don't even know what is. They just know they are in search of something they need to find. So usually, old souls never follow the conventional path. Almost never. they usually go into the world and make their part. That is also a very, very common in an old soul. They are the ones who make the new part. An old soul can be born in any kind of circumstance. So an old soul can be a farmer, a teacher, a lawyer, a scientist. An old soul you can find in any kind of environment, but usually there is a very, very specific difference. There is something in an old soul which give you the sensation that they know much more than what they say. An old soul can also be completely absorbed by something. They can be watching something like a sunset, for example, for hours, and maybe everyone around them have no idea what they are actually contemplating. But they can be completely absorbed by something which is invisible to most people. They usually also find poetry in the smallest of things. In the smallest of things, in pebbles, in stones, in feathers, and driftwood. They are usually, they collect things which to them are of extreme value. They also usually have a sort of longing, a yearning to something, to civilizations long gone. And many old souls I know have this feeling of belonging to something they can't really explain. They belong to something so ancient it does not exist anymore. However, if an old soul live in a spot on the earth right now, which is in a very old culture, they usually feel much more comfortable. Also, an old soul have a connection to sacred sites, which is very unique. They really vibrate with sacred sites. When they speak, they don't speak out of arrogance, even if sometimes it can seem so, because they carry a wisdom which is so deep, a memory so deep, it's hard to grasp. It's not that old souls know everything. Actually, I know many old souls who feel they don't know anything or far too little. But their knowledge is never an expression of their ego, but a kind of deep ancestral wisdom. It's the wisdom of someone who has seen it all, been there, done that, and just know that we, humans, always will repeat certain patterns again. Usually an old soul don't judge. Instead they try to inspire. And they always observe. And truly they transform with their mere presence. If you ever asked yourself, what do I do here? What on earth do I do here? What's the meaning being in a world that seems to go in a completely different direction, which is opposite to my own nature? Well, I tell you, you are here to remember. Remember who you truly are. You are actually here to put yourself to back together, and in this life start to use your full capacity. You did not come here to compete. In fact, most of souls I know hate to compete. You did not come here to impress. That's not something that interests old soul either. And certainly you didn't come here to conquer. An old soul knows the only thing we can conquer is our own fear. You came here to anchor your knowledge and your consciousness into this earthly plane right now. Most of souls I know have had, as I said, a very, very complex and many times difficult life. Far more difficult than most people even can imagine. Many of you have lived in many places, even in different continents, and you have been forced to reinvent yourself not once, but many times already. Why? Because you came here to claim your wholeness. And every place and every country and every continent you ever lived in, and every close relationship, even the bad ones, especially the bad ones, was part of that work. To reclaim your own story, your own history, your memory, because every place woke up some part of that memory, some facet of your memory. Every important person in your life have done the same thing. It have actually awakened part of your own ancient memory. And in so you were recollecting yourself in this lifetime. You were recollecting your memory and your power, your knowledge, your unique knowledge. And also, of course, adjusting all those old karmic patterns, healing those many, many unhealed threads inside yourself. But now, so many of you are ready. I know you are. So many of you are now ready to step into a new chapter, into a completely new chapter. Maybe it can be a story which is a upgrade of a story, of a past story. It can also be a completely new chapter, something you would love to experience and you have just now started to find, oh, that is what I really would like to do right now. Can be anything. It's your chapter, it's your book of life. So start to write something you would really love to experience, because now, right now, so many of you are taking the first step into that new chapter. So please know that you're now starting to step into your divine purpose. And that purpose, of course, is to shine your light, your uniqueness, your complete uniqueness, your authenticity in this lifetime. To shine, not to fight, not to shout, not to make noise, but just shine. And in that shine, you actually are giving the permission to the ones around you to also shine, to find their unique path, their unique mission. Because let me tell you, your mere presence is causing change far beyond what you even can imagine. So please, oh soul, I know you're tired. I know you are tired. And you have the right to be. Even so, please, please, please keep on walking. Keep on walking. Keep on walking, because you are so close. You're so close. Please keep being true to yourself, because that is your biggest gift to this earth. To be completely true to yourself. The world does not need more noise, nor does it need more speed. It needs more of you. It needs more of your authenticity, of your sincerity, of your uniqueness. It needs more of your joy. So please, old soul, please keep on walking. Keep on walking. You are so close. You are so close. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for today. If something of this resonated with you, I would love, 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 love to hear your comments down below. As more as we connect as old souls, the bigger the impact we can have on this earth right now, because it is right now. Your light is needed. So please feel free to drop me a comment. Good, that was all for now, and see you soon. Bye, bye.